What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a lovely Friday thus far. Got a very special video for you today. This is my grind guide to the objectives for both sides. So whether or not you are an apocalypse worshipper or you're with the ancient one or some kind of follower or whatever it is, I've got you covered with a guide of the best places to smash out these objectives. And it would be absolutely amazing if you could take Thor's hammer and smash it down on the like button, or use your fingers or whatever bits of you, just hit the like button. That would be great. Thank you very much. And let's begin. Okay, so there's three things to point out. Number one, if you do AQ and AW, it still counts when you fight those champions, respective of obviously different objectives we're going to go over in a minute. And as well, duels count as well. And obviously you can all do this by arena. You don't have to follow this guide. But I think that it is very well put together and as well covers a lot of aspects of where to grind to get certain champions smashed out. First and foremost, shout out to mcocguide.com and as well juniors.ck. That's a site that covers, or both sites cover, things like duels and gives a real kind of like up-to-date or good enough information to go off in order to grind out and do duels against these champions, which obviously you need for the objectives. Links to both those sites can be found in the description down below. And as well, shout out to Cath Oil for sending through the screenshots of the other sides. Obviously, I'm Apocalypse side, so I'm a follower of Apocalypse, and then there's the ancient ones. So yeah, let's focus on the ancient one side of things, and beginning with Arachnophobic. Now, if you go to Road to Labyrinth, you go to Chapter 1 and you go to Round 3, as soon as you click on this, you should see right there a Spider-Man to battle. That's a 1 energy spend. I would recommend this one. I think this is a very easy fight to repeat and get done and smashed out. You can duel, but I think this is the best option. Next up is Thunderstruck, and there's obviously loads of different types of Thors to battle, but there is a really good option for this one. If you go to Act 1, 3, The Pursuit, so that's Act 1.1.3, it should be a case that the first champion you face off against, and yes, I think this is a 2 energy spend tile, but it's an easy Thor Ragnarok to get to. I would recommend this one. And yeah, you can do arena or other types of areas, but I just think this is a little bit better for your energy spend. Next up is Coming to the Throne, and you do have 2 options for this one. Chapter 4, Round 1. On there, you should see a Black Panther Civil War, which is there, which is 1 tile energy spend. Now, it is a little bit high, and I would recommend this for everybody, endgame players that have the capability to do this quite easily. That's a good option for you, but there is another option. And that is if you go to your search function and you put in there Dream Slayer, but don't spell it like the normal Dream Slayer, just miss off and just kind of like, it looks like this. So if it looks like this, you then obviously click search, and right at the top there, you get a Black Panther fight. This obviously the rating is 8,732, but it is a little bit more of a straightforward fight. And as well, refer back to the dual searches, which are the obviously links in the description. Now, there are 2 other objectives to do for the Ancient One side. So the Supreme Team use Mystic Champions, obviously to kind of like win fights. And I would say a lot of these objectives done with Mystic Champions will allow you to smash out this. So kind of like double up with stuff. And as well, Sentinel in Training, win fights against Mutant Champions. You'll easily do this throughout the stretch of the month by doing things like Alliance Wars, Alliance Quest, and not to mention effective arena grinding, and as well the event quests in general. So these are pretty much easy ones to do, and as well the same thing applies for the Quiet Storm, and as well the other one, which is about defeating Sorcerer Supreme. You'll do those quite easily through the stretch of the month, unless you smash out the event quest in a very short space of time. Now let's move on to the Apocalypse side of things. First of all, let's begin with Actually I Think I Will, which by the way is a great line as kind of a response line for the Avengers Endgame. So if you go to Act 2, and in Act 2, once you're there, go to 2.3.4, so the immune fight. As soon as you go into there, you should see a Captain America, which there is 1 tile away. Look at that, lovely. Next up, and for It's Hammer Time, you probably would have smashed this out very, very easily. If you go to your events quest, and as well go to the Baron one, so there's a Baron's Will, which is quite weird at the moment because it's gone daily quest. I think Kabam obviously made a little bit of a boo-boo by saying that. It doesn't refresh on a daily basis, it's on a weekly basis. In any case, the first fight that you should see down below is that one there. And let's face it, by doing all the difficulties, it's pretty much smashed out. I only need to do it 2 more times and it's pretty much done. So you've probably done this quite easily as well. Which probably makes me think that on the other side of things that you've probably smashed out the Thor type one, because that's the case that it's there and it's probably within this kind of quest. But obviously if you're looking for another option for the other 2 and you don't want to do that, you could always do that quest one. Possibly. Okay, next one up is a bit of a tricky one, and I'll explain why, and that's finger in the eye. So I think it's shout out to someone in the video today made me aware of an issue currently. So if you go to story mode and you go to Act 1, which is Act 0.1.1, which is surrender. As soon as you go to surrender, yes, you will see for the spend there of about a couple of energy. And when you get to this Doctor Strange, that's an easier fight. Yeah, that's correct. But once you hit him down, and obviously you get the win, when it comes to the objective, nothing popped up. Yes, that's right, it does not work. So thanks to Søren for pointing that out. Unfortunately, it does not work. In this case, I would recommend the following. Go to search and put in ADHCTN. So ADH space CTN. Because you get a very easy Mordo fight that is, yes, a 4-star, but is 926. So it's just like, it's a very easy fight. And yeah, you might find yourself needing dual credits, but look, they refresh on a daily basis, so this is a better method to do this than anything else out there currently. And Kabam, if you're watching, sort it out. Sort it out. Act 1.1.1, Doctor Strange fight, sort it out. And the final one is That's My Secret. So obviously there's going to be like Hulk fights, and I have two options, but I'm going to go with the one which I think is probably the best one. Now the not so best one is Chapter 3, Mission 3, which should give you a Hulk, which is there. So that's a 1 energy tile spend. But look, for those that really want to do this and like say they can't do this fight and obviously want to make it like as foolproof as possible, there is another option. Look, let's face it, not everybody's going to grind through Road to Labyrinth just to get to that one quest. So if you go to Act 0.1.3, so Act 1, Chapter 3.4, so that the Panther, Spider-Man there, you go into it, you should then get a fight that's giving you a Hulk Ragnarok. I think that's going to be one of the better options for players to grind out. There is one in Act 2, but I just feel this one is a little bit better and it's easier to kind of like show. Now, just quickly, you can pause the screen here because these are my notes. Obviously, site information and other things are in the descriptions. And obviously, quick cheesing aspects are here. And obviously, take into consideration the fact that, yes, you'll probably find the Thor fights on when you're with the other side, so the Baron side, that it's all about the Ancient One, the resources side. You're probably going to do the Thor fights a lot more easier, I think. And as well, information like duels are found in the description, as I said. And finally, the events like doing Sorcerer Supreme fights and as well the Storm Pyramid X are going to be pretty much easier than you might think. And double up with those Sentinel, that fight with Mystics fight, which is obviously going to be beneficial for you in the long run. There we have it. That has been a video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button if you did, and as well if it was helpful as well. And as well, put in the comment section, have I missed out any particular like little tips and hints and tricks? Because obviously it would be helpful to a fellow summoner. And as well, don't forget to follow on the second channel. And as well, we'll be making a video of like incursions fights, myself and Dan, or Frontline MCOC, obviously my co-host, for the Contest Round podcast. We're going to be doing incursions tonight, so that's going to be really exciting. And obviously I'll be creating a video, which will be on the main channel, and my hair's flopping around, so I'll end the video there. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed that Big Heads video as well that I dropped. I thought that was quite a fun video, so hopefully you enjoyed it. And yes, check out that video, which should be there, and as well the news today, the Marvel Contest Champions news, which is over the far left-hand corner. As well, check out the second channel, where myself and Dan will be doing the live stream, and as well, check out the membership scheme right here if you want to be a member. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one, bye-bye for now.